Guy with a parachute that you threw up in the air and it floats back down to earth, 1970s. Oh, these guys were dope. I remember getting these as like an arcade prize when I would go to, there was an arcade local to me when I was growing up, and this is one of the prizes, and it was dope. I also remember at some point the parachute ripping off, and I'd use these guys as like little wrestling fodder from my action figures. These would be my jobbers. It was dope. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Damian Lee, and today we're gonna put on the old glasses, the old nostalgia glasses, because we're looking through I'm old. I'm so old, my high school had a smoking area. Wow. And trust us, it was used by everyone, faculty and students combined. They say if you recognize this pic, you're either close to 40 or over 40. Is this true? Because I've never seen this. Yeah, that's Mac tonight, but I'm not 40. I'm not over 40 neither. What does that mean for me? I'll tell you what it means. It means you either loved Vaporwave and you listened to Late Night Delight, or you saw his alter ego, his not so nice alter ego, which around like what? It was, I forget the year that the Moon Man stuff really exploded. But, yeah, it was real bad, man. Yeah, it was just like the most violent racist lyrics you've ever heard. Back in the day when you were a kid, would this have been you? Oh, hell yeah, son, drinking hose water? Yup. Have any of you worked for a business that no longer exists? Oh, Fry's Electronics, rest in peace. I've never gotten to go to one. I wish I could have. I worked for Montgomery Ward and sailed in 5 US Navy ships that have been decommissioned, sold, or scrapped. Does that count? I would say it counts. I would say it maybe not is the same idea as like, oh, I worked at Fry's and now, you know, Fry's is out of business. But I would say that counts. Does it count for me to have worked at a mom and pop that my family had, and then retired and that business is no longer there? Does that count? I say it does. Happy birthday to film legend Gene Hackman, who turns 95 years old today. He's old. Shout out Gene Hackman. Now, I have to be the one to tell you, because I don't know what happened with this subreddit, but we collected posts that are like a year old at least, because Gene Hackman passed away last year. We're actually coming up on the anniversary of his death in just 4 days. Rest in peace, Mr. Hackman. Sorry that this subreddit was so late to, geez. Not to brag, but I was alive when you could slam the phone down to hang up on someone. It was spectacular. I feel like we're gonna start going back to that though. Like, you know how we're starting to bring back the flip phone? I think we're gonna get back to the landline, but it's gonna be like a smart landline. You know what I mean? That's what we're getting back to. It's cyclical, you know what I mean? Can't be doing that now, that's for sure. Back in my day, there was so much toilet paper and eggs that we would throw them at the houses of our enemies. That's why we went into a shortage. You don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. But you were wasteful, so greedy and wasteful that now there wasn't enough for everyone else. Who remembers this? You know what? That one's gonna be a first for me. I don't know what that one is. So I'm being told by Google that this is a floor-mounted dimmer switch. Older cars had it to toggle the headlights between the brights and the low beams. I didn't know that was ever a thing. It's probably like what? It's probably a push. So I imagine that's handy, but I'm just so used to it being on the steering column now. My dad used to tell me that back in the old days, TV channels would shut down around midnight. They'd play the national anthem and then go completely off air until morning. Is that real, or was he just messing with me? Another thing that I might be a little too young for, I don't know whether or not that's true. And this is legit. So until the 1980s, US TV stations would sign off at the end of the broadcasting day, and they would cut to static for the rest of the night. As they were signing off, they would play like short clips of American landmarks and like military imagery. It was very patriotic, accompanied by the national anthem. Now, I was not born in the 80s. I was born very late 90s. So that might be why this doesn't resonate with me. This does spring to mind because this was even going on in like the early 90s. But while looking through this, I found one of the scariest things I think I've ever seen. And I really hope that the editors can find what I'm talking about. So in Chicago, WMAQ NBC 5 Chicago, they were doing their sign off and everything's as normal, right? They have like the patriotic imagery, the anthem and everything. And for about, I would say 2 minutes of this 2-minute, 18-second clip, everything is normal. Right up until where they get to the flag of the anthem's, ending, and then there's no fade transition. There's no dissolve or anything. It just hard cuts to a missing person photo. That gives me the heebie-jeebies like nobody's business. No audio, no nothing, just for like a straight 10 seconds. By the way, this person's missing. Here's their scary ass photo. And then it cuts. Then you get that static tone and everything. Oh my God. Holy that's so scary. I'm learning this happened again in like a previous time, 1989. This poor person was missing for so long and they chose the most frightening way to be like, by the way, she's missing. Oh my God, it brings chills down my spine. Wow, what a frightening little rabbit hole. Remember when air was free? And then the post, this is like a 2-year-old post. It had to put air in the rental car tire and it cost $2.50. I have an air compressor at home, so it's been a minute since I've had to go to a gas station and do it, and the stupid machine didn't take coins. Only a credit card. Air. They're charging now for air? Well, it depends where you are. Like, for example, here in California, air for tires is free under state law, business and professions code, but only for customers who purchase gas for their vehicle. However, I don't think it's hard and fast. I think people will just turn it on if you ask, since it's free anyway. But it really it depends where you are. And where you're traveling, that it's gonna cost you money. However, and thank you to the subreddit You Should Know for this little tip. There's a website called freeairpump.com, and it lists every place around you that provides free air for your tires, just in case you needed to know. If you know what to put in here, you're old AF. Well, that looks to me like it's a coin purse of some kind. It's too oval to be a Baby Bell cheese. Of course it's a coin purse. Yeah, see, there you go. There you go, we got it. Who ate their corn on the cob with these babies when you were a kid? Oh no, dude, I have seen those, but I slopped it up, dude. You kidding me? I didn't need no utensil for my corn on the cob. That's why I have 2 hands. Those are my utensils. At this point, I'm willing to pay more money for appliances with 0 smart features and just physical knobs, buttons, and controls for everything. Well, here's the thing, man, and I actually can speak with a little bit of authority here. The older machines are just better, especially if you're trying to get them repaired. A lot of the newer machines, if you call an appliance repair person to fix like a smart washer, we're not electricians. We're not going to be able to diagnose that. A lot of the time it's just a code on the board, and then an electrician will be like, yeah, no, gotta do that. At least that's how it was explained to me. Those things they'll throw a code and you're like, I don't know. With older machines, you know what's going on and you're able to be like, okay, this is what's happening. And like the most electrical we'll get is like on the control board on like an older washer or like a lid switch or something. Yeah, no, they're just nicer. I definitely prefer them. And don't even get me started on the new, like, with all new stuff being like, planned obsolescence. That annoys the hell out of me. On this date, 45 years ago, Trans-American Flight 209 made a miracle landing in Chicago, saving hundreds of lives. All thanks to the bravery of its makeshift crew. Well, this is clearly a movie reference, but I've never seen this movie. Okay, so this is from the film Airplane, which is like it's a solid parody movie that satirizes disaster films. According to Wikipedia, particularly the 1957 flick 0 Hour. And who we're looking at there is our good old pilot Otto. Not the gentleman with the phone, that's Ted Stryker. No, who we're looking at is our main man Otto. What a brave guy. We had this in my old middle school. Few will remember, I have never seen this before. That's actually pretty fascinating. It's got like a the basin of it is great. So this is what, for everyone to wash their hands together? Is this for group activities? So we can all wash our hands at the same time? I've never seen one of these before in my life. But that's very funny to me. And you know what? For those who are, for the maniacs out there who are sink pissers, I imagine that this is a great option for you. Who else grew up with these? Oh, hell yeah, son. Now, those are timeless. Any time, any decade, does any class, bell tumblers? Yes, sir. Hell yeah, dude. 70s essential. Other people, how old are you? Me, this old. What was that, fruit basket? What do you mean you're that old? I don't see anything wrong with that. It's a little salad bowl of some kind. I feel like I've seen this design everywhere. What do you mean this old? Sorry, I might not be understanding it. But I don't associate this with like the 1970s. You know what I mean? This to me is like quintessential Target. You know what I mean? I don't know, that's what I see. Who else used a 5 1/4 inch floppy? I'd never used a 5 1/4 inch, but you know, I do think it's pretty cool that this is like the universal save icon now. Isn't that fun? Like a what would you even call it? Icon of the past, remaining present even today. Kids getting thrown off left and right. Total carnage. Wails of anguish. Not one adult gave a single shit about it. Yeah, well, if you get onto the carousel, what happens is not anyone else's business but your own. You chose to tango with the carousel, all right? That was your decision. You get to live with it. Old enough to know who these two grifters were. These I don't know who these guys are, but these feel very evangelical to me. You ever just get that vibe from someone that like, oh, you are gonna try to, Jesus, you sell Jesus. These two are tame compared to today's grifting evangelical Okay, so they are evangelical. So who I believe this is the gentleman is Jim Baker and the lady is Tammy Faye Baker. And I learned something while researching these two. So they're evangelicals, obviously. And in 1986, over 100,000 people paid the Bakers $1,000 for a lifetime annual weekend pass at the new Heritage USA Christian Resort. But after IRS troubles, the park went bankrupt. It went kaput. And the donors, well, they got their money back. $6.54. They didn't say how much. Few will remember him. Get the F out of here. No, I cannot. I think loads of people will remember Surge. I'm not one of them. Can I get a TLDR? So this is Bronson Alcott Pinchot. He was known for playing Balky Bartakamas on the ABC sitcom Perfect Strangers back in the mid 80s to early 90s. But you might also know him for Beverly Hills Cops 1 and 3. Huh? What about Beverly Hills Cop Axel F? He's also got a pretty crazy career right now as an audiobook narrator. Over 400 recordings as of 2024. Good for you, man. That's making your money. You know what I mean? You can't hate on that. I'm proud of that. I love that. I love that money-making, mindset. That's dope. Gonna make that bag where you can, you know? Any Night Court fans out here? I don't know what Night Court is. Again, this is one where I'm like, I might be a little too young. Night Court was a 1984 sitcom that ran for 9 seasons. The show, it's not just court at night, all right? I found a great read for this show from The Egg and I on r/television. The show takes place at a municipal court that processes criminals who are arrested in 1980s New York City, when that city had a reputation for being a crime-infested, absolute nightmare city. And that allowed for the show to bring in all sorts of, nefarious criminals and oddballs. But while it was funny, according to the OP here, it also had some heartfelt stories and humanized a lot of people, which is great. And with it being the 80s, let's hear that theme song. I don't think we can play it, but I'm sure it's great. No one knew what my costume was. Oh God, I don't think I know it either. Sorry. So I looked it up. I believe that this is supposed to be John Bender from The Breakfast Club. The reason why I forgot about this, one, I've never seen the movie. Two, you're raising the wrong arm. So it's not accurate. No wonder we couldn't tell. Are you take a picture with your phone so you can read it old? Not yet, but I can see why you had to. The ingredients on there are written real small. What is this though? This looks pretty dope. Candied ginger and peaches. I don't even know what the hell you're eating here. This looks awesome though. This ride, there were no straps. It would spin so fast that it would pin you against the wall. People would vomit. It was fun. Dude, and it still is fun because it's still around. Those carnivals, those wandering carnivals, traveling carnivals, the Gravitron, oh baby. I love me a Gravitron. What I really love are the photos of dudes who are standing straight horizontal in the Gravitron. Those are dope. I don't think I could ever handle it nowadays. Cause like, I don't know, cause I'm a big guy. I feel like I would feel it extra hard. I can't handle it. I don't know. But man, those are fun. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. They had a really good tribute for him with Post Malone, though. I thought that was really nice and tasteful. So, you know, R.I.P. GOAT. If you know, then you can appreciate this pick. Oh, who doesn't know Wile E. Coyote? That's fantastic. That's well done. Well executed. Where do you fall from? I didn't know there was cliffs around here. This looks like a wonderful beach landscape. Did anyone else sleep in one of these? I think I would have to be helped out of it today. Oh, yeah. What is this? This is a waterbed? Not one that was like this. I don't think I've ever slept in a waterbed the more I think about it. I could imagine having to be helped out of it. Once you're in there, you're locked in. I don't think you're not getting out without like a professional assistance. These used to be everywhere. Smoking vending machine. That's one that's new to me. I've never seen that. That's before my time, I would say. I'm glad that people had their options. But this has to be like the 70s. I'm sure this is like a big collector's thing. Are you old enough to be freaked out by this? Oh no, it's Soylent! Ah! Who cares, man? I guess I'm not old enough to be sorry. It's giving me an allergic reaction. Oh man, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect, you know. I don't know. Is there a reason why, if you're an older gentleman, why you would be scared of Soylent? Is there like a movie reference? Is it like oh, you know what? I had to look it up. Soylent Green. So you're like, oh, it's people. Ah! Ah! So you see this and you're like, oh my God, it wasn't just a movie, it's real. Tell me I'm not the only one who thinks this. Used to be a fun adventure, now you can't stand being there. Well, that's because Walmart lost its charm over time, as did all supercenters. Now it's all sanitized and hospital-like. They used to be fun. You know where you can have that same fun nowadays? The Costco. That's where you go now to have that same level of adventure and whimsy. Well, you edgy trendsetters are grannies by now. Huh. Any regrets? I don't know. If you're like, oh, you feeling the regret for getting the tramp stamp? I mean, nowadays, dude, we're getting full sleeves and stuff. I don't think if you don't regret a tattoo, that's fine. I don't know. I don't think it's, I'm sure this is lighthearted, but I'm like, I don't really care, man. I mean, so what if the tattoo's going from a spiky heart to more like a barcode in your old age? But that's okay. That's fine. We don't mind that. It's what you wanted to do. Are you old enough to know why we had 2 car keys in the old days? One to start the car, one to unlock it. That'd be my guess. I don't know. Why'd you have 2? I'm giving you my best assumption. I'm telling you exactly why I think you had 2. And I think I'm right. I think it's the round one to get inside, the square one to start the car. You know what? That's what I think. That's my official guess. I'm not taking it back. 40 plus to understand this. Hard to believe we really used to carry these around. What the hell are these? These are cool looking. It's a MD CD changer control. No, wait, this is just like a faceplate for a CD player. Wait. Did you take your faceplates with you? Like on the go? Why? Why did you need to do that? Was it just like in case sorry, I'm like failing to understand like the benefit to doing that. Maybe I'm looking into it too deep though. Maybe this was like an anti-theft measure. This and like the stereos that could just be like straight up yanked out of the car with enough tugging. I'm too young to get it, man. Shout out to everyone who can still remember their childhood phone number, but can't remember the password they created yesterday. You are my people. We like to call that selective memory. And you guys, wait, who are you guys again? Damn. I'm this old. VHF, UHF, isn't that for the TV? Color pilot, off, on, pull on, volume. This looks like a TV control system. I'm not that old, but this looks dope. Why did these go away? What is this, a automatic can opener and knife sharpener? Probably because it was cutting people's fingers off, man. If you want my personal guess, fingers getting cut off. This looks like a danger waiting to happen. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, these are pretty dope, but yeah, that thing is, there's a reason why that, I don't know, that just seems like a hazard. 39 years ago today, a group of strangers gathered in an old house for some kind of party. FIO, if you know what the occasion was. Oh, this was Clue! It was a whodunit! God, I love this movie. One of my silly feel-good, maybe this isn't Clue. Maybe I'm wrong. But when I look at it, that has to be Clue. I've just never seen the movie. I like, this feels very Clue-like to me with the color-coded, like, outfits and stuff. But I've never seen the movie. Shout out Tim Curry being in there. Hell yeah. Who are you? I'm the butler. What exactly do you do? I buttle. Hell yeah, you do.